the biggest heists in history, from ancient temples to modern banks. From the moment humankind first coveted another's possessions, the heist was born. It's a tale as old as time itself, woven into the fabric of civilizations past and present. Heists have been a part of human history for centuries, from simple thefts to complex robberies that have rocked the world. In today's video, we'll explore some of the biggest heists in history, from ancient times to the modern era. Join me as we delve into the minds of those who dared to steal from the most secure locations and uncover the stories behind these audacious acts. Before we get started, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel. It have so mean to us and give us energy. Our journey begins in ancient Ephesus, home to one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, the Temple of Artemis. This colossal structure housed treasures beyond measure, gold, silver, and precious offerings bestowed upon the goddess Artemis, all kept safe within the temple's sacred walls. But even the most magnificent of structures are not immune to the ambitions of man. In 356 BC, a fire, deliberately set, ripped through the temple, leaving devastation in its wake. Amidst the chaos, opportunistic looters seized their chance, and the treasures amassed over centuries vanished. The identity of those responsible remains a mystery, lost to the annals of time. We journey now to ancient Egypt, where death was merely a transition to the afterlife. Tombs were lavish homes for the deceased, filled with everything they might need in the next world. Gold, jewels, and intricate artifacts were entombed alongside their pharaohs. And so it was with Tutankhamun, the boy king laid to rest amidst a dazzling display of wealth. But even in death, Tutankhamun was not safe. Not long after his burial, grave robbers, emboldened by greed, managed to breach his tomb. While the exact extent of their spoils remains unknown, evidence suggests they made off with a king's ransom in gold and jewels. Tutankhamun's tomb, though disturbed, remained remarkably intact, its discovery in the 20th century capturing the world's imagination. From the sands of Egypt, we travel to the heart of the ancient world, to a time when mighty empires clashed. This is the story of the Punic Wars, a brutal conflict between Rome and Carthage. Amidst the bloodshed, a different kind of theft was taking place. A systematic looting of cultural treasures. Rome, eager to establish its cultural dominance, adorned their capital with the artistic achievements of their vanquished foes. Greek statues, paintings, mosaics, and intricate sculptures were stripped from conquered cities and shipped back to Rome. These looted treasures were proudly displayed in public spaces, a constant reminder of Rome's triumph and Greece's subjugation. The legacy of this ancient heist lives on in the countless Greek masterpieces that still grace museums around the world. The Mona Lisa vanishes, a theft that shocked the world. We fast forward to the 20th century, to the hallowed halls of the Louvre Museum in Paris. Among them, Leonardo da Vinci's enigmatic masterpiece, the Mona Lisa. But on a seemingly ordinary morning in August 1911, the unthinkable occurred. The Mona Lisa vanished from her frame. The theft sent shockwaves through the art world and beyond. The investigation, hampered by false leads, dragged on for over 2 years. The perpetrator was Vincenzo Peruggia, a former Louvre employee driven by a misguided sense of patriotism. The painting's eventual recovery in Peruggia's Florence apartment sparked both relief and jubilation. The Great Train Robbery, a daring heist that captured a nation. Our journey takes us to the foggy English countryside in 1963, where a daring heist unfolded with the precision of a military operation. This was the Great Train Robbery, targeting a Royal Mail train carrying millions of pounds in used banknotes. The masterminds behind this audacious plan were led by Bruce Reynolds. Their plan: stop the train at a remote location, overpower the crew, and make off with the loot. On a moonless night, they tampered with the trackside signals, bringing the train to a halt. The robbery itself was over in minutes, a testament to their planning and efficiency. The sheer scale of the heist, an unprecedented £2.6 million stolen, sent shockwaves through British society. The Gardner Museum heist, an art mystery endures. Our pursuit of audacious heists takes us to the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum in Boston. On a chilly night in March 1990, this sanctuary of art became the scene of one of the most audacious and baffling art heists in history. Two thieves, disguised as police officers, gained entry to the museum with astonishing ease. Once inside, they overpowered the museum's security guards and carefully removed 13 works of art. The stolen art, valued at over $500 million, vanished without a trace. The investigation, hampered by dead ends, yielded tantalizing clues but no concrete answers. Theories abound, but the Gardner Museum heist remains an unsolved puzzle. The Banco Central Burglary, tunneling into a fortune. Our journey takes us to Fortaleza, Brazil, where a daring bank robbery unfolded with a level of planning and execution that would rival a Hollywood blockbuster. This was the Banco Central Burglary, targeting the very ground beneath the bank. The masterminds behind this audacious plan rented a property nearby and posed as legitimate businessmen. They painstakingly excavated a 256-foot tunnel, equipped with lighting, ventilation, and reinforced walls. Over a weekend, they broke through into the vault, surrounded by stacks of cash. They loaded an estimated $70 million onto a waiting truck. The sheer audacity of the heist captivated the nation. The Imperial Palace heist, stealing from the Emperor. Our quest takes us to post-war Japan, where a daring heist struck at the very heart of the nation. This was the Imperial Palace heist of 1951, a crime so audacious that it continues to fascinate and baffle. The Imperial Palace, a symbol of Japan's imperial heritage, was considered impenetrable. Yet, on a cold January night, a group of thieves managed to breach this fortress. They targeted specific items, ancient swords, jeweled ornaments, and ceremonial artifacts. The thieves vanished into thin air, taking with them priceless artifacts and a piece of Japan's history. The allure of the heist, motivations and consequences. Throughout history, one question continues to intrigue us. What drives individuals to attempt such audacious heists? In ancient times, the plunder of treasures often went hand in hand with conquest and the consolidation of power. But the modern heist, while often driven by pure greed, can also be motivated by a desire for notoriety. The meticulous planning, the daring execution, the thrill of the chase, all contribute to the allure of the heist. The theft of cultural artifacts robs us of irreplaceable pieces of history. Museums and galleries are forced to invest heavily in security measures, transforming these once open spaces into fortresses. The legacy of heists, a never-ending story. As we conclude our exploration of the biggest heists in history, one thing becomes abundantly clear. The allure of the heist is a tale as old as time itself. Heists have shaped the course of history in ways both profound and unexpected. They have toppled empires, sparked wars, and fueled artistic movements. They have challenged our notions of security and exposed vulnerabilities. The meticulous planning, the daring execution, the thrill of the chase all speak to our fascination with the unconventional. For in the end, heists are not just about stolen treasures, they are about the human condition itself. The heist continues. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey through the biggest heists in history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Let us know which heist you find the most fascinating. As long as there are treasures to be had and individuals willing to risk it all, the legacy of the heist will undoubtedly continue.